What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Tuesday. I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. Schedule leaks continuing to come out. The Chiefs now know the first 2 weeks of their schedule, plus a few more roster changes, and one former Chief headed to an AFC rival. We break it all down, but first, make sure you like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel, and let's get into it. The Kansas City Chiefs learned their Week 1 opponent yesterday, only to find out Week 2 will be just as challenging. The Bengals are headed back to Arrowhead Stadium on September 15th to continue the 5th installment of this epic rivalry between Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. Now, on Tuesday's CBS morning program, former Steelers coach and current NFL Today analyst Bill Cowher made the announcement. The game will kick off at 3:25 p.m. Central Time on CBS. Now, this will mark the 4th consecutive season the Bengals and the Chiefs will square off. It's the 7th time overall they played since the start of 2021 between the regular season and the playoffs. So let's recap this newfound AFC rivalry. Burrow is currently 3-1 against Patrick Mahomes all time. Now, 2 of those wins coming in the regular season and 1 during the playoffs. What is unfortunate about this stat for Chiefs fans is that all 3 wins against Mahomes came consecutively within 1 calendar year, spread out over 2 seasons. On the other hand, Mahomes got the last word. Patrick's lone win over Burrow came in the AFC title game back in the 2022 season, which was technically played in January of 2023. That sent the Chiefs to Super Bowl 57, where they proceeded to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Kansas City defeated Cincinnati 23-20 in that AFC title game, thanks to a 45-yard game-winning field goal from Harrison Butker. Mahomes threw for 326 yards and 2 touchdowns in the victory, while Burrow threw for 270 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. The Chiefs have since beaten the Bengals during the regular season this past year on New Year's Eve. However, due to injury, Burrow was sidelined while Jake Browning started at QB. The Bengals fell to the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium 25-17, so Mahomes has yet to win over Burrow during the regular season. Come September, he will get that chance. According to Bleacher Report, Burrow is still in the rehab process of his recovery, but has been cleared for everything except contact. The Cincinnati QB had wrist surgery this past November. There doesn't appear to be any concern that he will be ready for the start of training camp in July. And speaking with reporters last week, Burrow shared, "I felt good the last 2 days. I don't ever really know how it's going to be until I wake up the next morning, but I feel encouraged the last couple of days for sure." Bleacher Report continued, Burrow is one of 3 active quarterbacks, along with Jared Goff and Ryan Tannehill, who have started multiple regular season games without losing to the Chiefs during the Mahomes era. All 3 are 2-0. Facing 2 AFC contenders back-to-back weeks will be no easy task. The reigning Super Bowl champs now have a heavy slate in front of them come September. With a 3-peat on their minds, Kansas City has to come out of the gates hot. The New England Patriots from 2016 to 2018 are the last team to reach the Super Bowl in 3 straight seasons. Could KC be next? We'll find out soon enough. While the Chiefs are prepping for the upcoming season on the practice field, the front office stays busy shaping out the 2024 NFL roster. A few housekeeping announcements to get through. First up, Cole Christensen is back with the Chiefs. Matt Derrick with Chiefs Digest shared this on Twitter Monday. Chiefs have re-signed linebacker Cole Christensen. The club earlier withdrew his tender offer to make room for the UDFA class, but had the option to bring him back. In order to make room for Christensen's return on the 90-man roster, the Chiefs have also released defensive tackle Matt Dickerson on Monday. Dickerson is a vested veteran, so he becomes a free agent. NBC Sports' Shereen Williams shares that Christensen, 26 years old, joined the Chiefs in 2022, signing to the practice squad before the start of the season after his release from the Chargers. Now, he appeared in 6 games in the past 2 seasons, making 1 tackle and 41 special team snaps. He also played 7 games in 2 seasons for the Chargers. Now, Dickerson, who entered the NFL with the Titans as an undrafted free agent in 2018, spent the last season with the Chiefs. He played in 12 games, totaled 15 tackles, while logging 190 snaps on defense and 7 on special teams. He also played in the divisional round victory over the Bills. Dickerson has also spent some time with the Falcons, Cardinals, and the Raiders. The Chiefs also signed their first rookie from the 2024 draft class, Aaron Wilson of KPRC2 Houston, sharing this on Twitter. Chiefs signed their 6th-round corner Kamal Haddon, $4.158 million, including $138,388 in signing bonus. Haddon is a 6th-round pick. He was the 211th overall selection in April's draft, and Jordan Foote with Sports Illustrated shares that Haddon projected to land a contract just like this. SpotRac's estimate pointed to a deal worth just under $4.2 million with the same exact signing bonus that Haddon ended up getting. As a late pick, there's not really much room to wiggle or for things to deter from what traditionally is handed out. Assuming Haddon makes the Chiefs' eventual 53-man roster, he will command a base salary of $795,000 as a player with 0 years of service time in the NFL. Now, with the signing bonus split up into charges over the duration of the deal, he should be on the books for an additional $34,597 in 2024. As a result, Haddon's cap would be $829,597 as a rookie. As OTAs continue with minicamp just around the corner, you can expect to see more rookie signings starting to come through. The Chiefs now have 6 remaining draft picks currently unsigned. Well, a former Chiefs wide receiver is headed to an AFC rival. Wide receiver Marquez Valdes-Scantling is signing with the Buffalo Bills, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, after Kansas City moved on from the free agent just a few months ago. Sports Illustrated shares that Valdes-Scantling was originally released early in the offseason in a move that cleared up about $12 million in cap space for the Chiefs, while incurring only $2 million in dead money. While his new deal will be much less than what he was making here at KC. In a tweet shared early this morning by Schefter, he explained that the Bills are giving former Chiefs wide receiver Marquez Valdes-Scantling a 1-year deal worth $4.5 million, including a $1.125 million signing bonus per source. Now, after 4 seasons with the Green Bay Packers, MVS helped KC reach back-to-back Super Bowl titles. Although his time in Kansas City might be a little controversial due to some dropped passes and inconsistency in his game. Jordan Foote explains that Valdes-Scantling's first year in Kansas City hauled in 42 passes for 687 yards and 2 touchdowns during the regular season. And during the postseason, he exploded 116 yards and a score to help put the team over the hump in the AFC Championship game. While he managed to return to form a bit in time for the past season's playoff run, he saw sharp declines in receptions and yards in 16 regular season outings. Still, there's no denying MVS was a crucial part of the Chiefs' Super Bowl runs in both 2022 and 2023. Most recently, we cannot forget the clutch down-the-stretch touchdown catch in Super Bowl 58 over the San Francisco 49ers. Now, Valdes-Scantling brings much-needed speed to the Bills' receiving core that lost Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis this offseason. Kansas City will also see MVS on the field again this season as the Chiefs are slated to play the Bills on the road. We find out when tomorrow night. Now for a few more updates regarding wide receiver Rashee Rice. KMBC9 reports that Rice is requesting to have 2 lawsuits filed against him dismissed. The lawsuits were filed by people involved in the Dallas multi-car crash that Rice is charged with causing. The suits accuse Rice of negligence, and the plaintiffs in both cases are asking for damages because of injuries to their health and vehicles. In response to both lawsuits, Rice's attorney writes that Rice denies the allegations against him and that the case should be dismissed. All parties are requesting a jury trial. These lawsuits are separate from the criminal charges Rice faces, which include aggravated assault and collision involving injury. Now, there's no update as of now surrounding the alleged assault involving Rice, which we previously reported last week. As for how the league and Chiefs are handling the situation, well, Adam Schefter breaks it down. All of those concerns on Monday afternoon on ESPN NFL Live.
Chiefs are bracing for a multi-game suspension for Rashee Rice, and it doesn't look like he's going to be a part of that start of the season, that opening night game against the Baltimore Ravens. Again, the personal conduct policy mandates certain discipline be in place no matter what. And the facts right now are such that they are against Rashee Rice, and we'll see what the investigation turns up. But there's certainly concern within the organization, considering what has happened this offseason, considering that alleged harassment last week, the latest involvement, considering the history that he had in college as well. There is a slew of incidents here that the league is sifting through that is likely to result in a multi-game suspension.
All right, folks, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. Remember, join us on the LLC, our Loyal Listeners Club. Great place to chat and interact with other fans and myself. Also, make sure you give us some love today. Like this episode, drop in the comments your thoughts. And as always, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We will see you right back here tomorrow.